T-minus 1 minute and counting. The vehicle is now on internal power, and we have auto sequence start.
Kazbek, how is everything on board? Everything is fine. We're ready for launch.
T-minus 30 seconds and counting. The ground service structures and umbilicals are beginning to separate.
Mast.
T-minus 20 seconds and counting. The launch command has now been issued to the vehicle.
Start.
T-minus 15 and counting. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And ignition. Liftoff. Liftoff of Kevin Ford, Evgeny Tarelkin, and Oleg Novitsky as they head on a 2-day trip to the International Space Station.
The crew feels good. 35 seconds.
30 seconds into the flight. Good first stage performance. The Soyuz delivering 102 tons of thrust from its 4 boosters and single engine. The first stage of the Soyuz measures 68 feet in length and 24 feet in diameter. It is burning liquid fuel for the first 2 minutes and 6 seconds of the flight.
$50 seconds. Pressure is nominal. Everything's okay on board. Pitch. Your rotation nominal.
1 minute, 10 seconds into the flight. Velocity is 1,100 miles per hour already.
Remember, still good.
parameters
80 seconds, all parameters are nominal. Everything's fine on board.
1 minute, 30 seconds into the flight. Everything looking green. The crew is reporting that everything is fine.
Seconds, thrusters are nominal. We heard alarm. Inaudible. But everything is okay on board.
One minute, 54 seconds into the flight, the escape tower has been jettisoned.
120 seconds. Everything's okay on board.
The 4 strap-on boosters have now been jettisoned. These have completed their job and have dropped away at an altitude of 28 statute miles. The Soyuz is now traveling about 3,350 miles per hour.
Hundred 50 seconds. Thrusters are nominal.
2 minutes, 38 seconds. The launch shroud has now been jettisoned. The rocket's altitude now 48 miles high.
Jettison confirmed.
There's a view inside. The hippopotamus there up above the crew. That is Evgeny Tarelkin. There on the far right-hand side. Oleg Novitsky, who is the commander. There at the bottom left-hand side, just out of view, is NASA astronaut Kevin Ford.
All parameters are nominal. Remember, feel good.
3 minutes, 3 seconds into the flight. The spacecraft now traveling at a speed of 4,700 miles per hour. The core stage of the vehicle is performing as expected.
Parameters nominal.
It is 56 feet in length, 13.5 feet in diameter. It has a single engine with 4 fuel chambers, providing 96 tons of thrust for its 3 minutes and 28 seconds of operation. This stage will continue to burn until the 4-minute, 43-second mark. The Soyuz uses what's called a hot stage technique. Coming up, the third stage will ignite while the second stage is still burning. This is why the Soyuz has an open area in between the second and third stages. 3 minutes, 45 seconds into the flight, everything looking good. The crew and the ground teams reporting that all the systems are green. Now crossing the 4-minute mark.
240 секунд.
240 seconds. All parameters are nominal. Everything is fine on board.
250 секунд.
250 seconds. Pitch your rotation nominal. Crew members feel good.
Four minutes, 30 seconds into the flight.
270 секунд.
270 seconds. Control system parameters are nominal. Everything's okay on board.
290 секунд.
290 seconds.
The third stage has ignited. The second stage is now shutting down.
Separation confirmed. Everything's fine on board.
And we have second stage separation confirmed. Now 5 minutes and 7 seconds into the flight.
100 seconds. Mission nominal.
There's about 4 minutes of powered flight remaining. The Soyuz now being propelled by the single engine of its third stage. This engine is providing 30 tons of thrust and will burn for a little more than 4 minutes.
320 seconds. All parameters are nominal. Everything is fine on board. 330 seconds. Stage 3 thrusters are nominal.
5 minutes, 45 seconds into the flight of Novitsky, Tarelkin, and Ford. The third stage is performing as expected as we look live inside the Mission Control Center just outside of Moscow. Now crossing the 6-minute mark.
360. Pitch your rotation nominal. Everything's okay on board.
секунд.
380 seconds. Stage 3 thrusters are nominal.
6 minutes and 30 seconds. These performance calls continue from the team watching over the Soyuz as it launches this crew into orbit. Everything is working as expected. Everything reported nominal. Again, that is Evgeny Tarelkin there on the far right-hand side. Oleg Novitsky there at the bottom left-hand side. Just out of view is Kevin Ford.
Everything's fine on board.
The hippopotamus, again, that is there was given to the crew by Novitsky's daughter. That is the first test to find out once the crew has reached orbit, whenever that hippopotamus starts to fly.
420 seconds. Pitch
7 minutes, 10 seconds. Everything reported normal. Seven minutes, 30 seconds into the flight. The vehicle now traveling 13,500 miles per hour.
150 seconds. Mission nominal. Everything is fine on board.
Once the third stage delivers the Soyuz to orbit and the module is separated, a series of pre-programmed commands will be executed to prepare the Soyuz for orbital operations. These stored commands, called time-tagged commands, allow many of the Soyuz's systems to be automatically activated by onboard computers at precise times stored within them. Under a minute to go.
Inaudible. Everything's fine on board. Mission nominal. Same on board. Everything is nominal. Everything is nominal on board. 620. Inaudible. We're fine.
We have third stage cutoff and separation confirmed. The single liquid-fueled engine has shut down and has dropped away at an altitude of about 125 statute miles.
Our
The
congratulations.
third stage is performing an avoidance maneuver by opening a valve in its liquid oxygen tank.
We are happy that the launch is okay.
And we have confirmation of spacecraft separation and solar array deployment.
Station. We congratulate you.
The Soyuz capsule and crew inside are now safely in orbit.
Okay, thank you very much. Kazbek, Mission Control Moscow. This is Kazbek 1.
Again, all antennas and solar arrays on the Soyuz vehicle have been deployed. We've got confirmation from both the Russian and NASA teams. So this ride into space by Kevin Ford, Evgeny Tarelkin, and Oleg Novitsky, very, very smooth this morning after our liftoff at 5:51 a.m. Central Time.
That was a question about LED. It's no longer late. Opening RPV 1 and 2.
The teams have confirmed that the exact moment of ignition and liftoff was 5:51 and 10.934 seconds, if you want to get precise about it. Again, 5:51 and 10.934 seconds. That was the moment that these three crew members began their journey to the International Space Station. Close to a 9-minute ride into orbit. All the systems performed as expected. Everything was green. First, second, and third stage all performed as expected. The Soyuz is currently orbiting now at an altitude of 143 miles by 118 miles. That orbit will be raised systematically over the course of the next 2 days, placing it in close proximity to the space station.
Copy. Kazbek, let's move to page 50. Copy. And also, all crew members feel good. Copy. Moscow, Kazbek, go ahead. We are ready to read down schedule parameters. We're ready. 17th, 15.3, 18th, 17.8, 19th, 266, 20th, 1.8, 21st, 1.9, 22nd, 317, 23rd, 319er, 24th, 17.9, 25th, 17.8, 26th, 268. Copy all, Kazbek. Oh, we are working on the alarm checkouts. Yes, you go. Kazbek, Mission Control Moscow. Go ahead. Make a note. TV off via KRL will happen at 14:10:10. Copy. TV off via command radio link at 14:10:10. Affirmative. Kazbek, how do you copy? Loud and clear, Vladimir Alexeyevich. Well, again, our congratulations to all of you. Everything. Launch was nominal. Oleg, what were you talking about during launch? Something wrong with the parameter? I received the parameter inaudible, but Evgeny did not. Okay, we'll read the telemetry, but so far telemetry shows everything's fine. Okay, thank you, copy. Oleg. Also, congratulations on successful launch. This is the very beginning, but this is a big and serious start. Thank you very much. And Evgeny and Kevin, my regards to both of you guys. Best of luck, and let's start working hard. Okay. We'll just keep working.
So the crew of this Soyuz is wrapping up some paperwork, talking with the ground teams that oversaw their launch.
Next measurement. 5-minute measurement.
You can see the hippopotamus that was given by Novitsky's daughter to him and the crew, floating there in front of the camera. Novitsky there at the bottom left-hand side. Evgeny Tarelkin there at the top right-hand side. Kevin Ford just out of frame to the left. These crew are going to spend the next 2 days heading up to the International Space Station. The Soyuz itself has a series of engine firings that it will use to fine-tune its orbit coming up. The first one's coming up about 3 hours and 19 minutes from now. That'll be a 28.87 meter per second burn. There's another one coming up a little more than 4 hours from now. That'll be a 13.97 meter per second burn. And then there's a few more on Wednesday. Docking is going to be at 7:35 a.m. Central Time on Thursday morning. Of course, we'll have live coverage here on NASA television. These three crew members are going to be docking with the Poisk module. That's on the Russian segment of the International Space Station. They are going to be greeting their fellow crew members that are part of Expedition 33, Sonny Williams, Yuri Malenchenko, and Aki Hoshide. Those three are already awake and kicking off their morning activities.
Write down orbit parameters. Ready? Are you ready? Yes, we're ready. Period 88.68, inclination 51.66, altitude minimum 198.47, max 244.19. Copy. You are go to loosen shoulder straps. You are go to open helmets and turn off thermal sensors at the specified time. Copy all. And also, regarding the data on number 1, I understand that you corrected times, right? Yes. Again, I want to remind you that there will be a command radio link. Next compass is at 1553. Say it again. 1553. After that compass will be over, you will turn off COM-SS from the control panel. Copy that. During the next compass, will be standing by on your VIPS. Execution report. Okay, copy. Are you working for page 51 now?
Казбеки, повторите.
Казбек, please repeat.
Работаем ОБД, страница 51.
Affirmative. We're working page 51.
Транспарантов КСП нет.
No issues with the CASP LEDs. Well, we are trying to check them out right now. Okay, copy.